let me introduce you to the Thermomix sensor. Your bread results will be 100% perfect like this every time. This is my go-to recipe for bread and for bread rolls. Simply all you have to do is add in all the ingredients and then allow the machine to do the kneading for you. It is absolutely hands-free, easy baking. Anybody can do this. I'm no professional, and trust me when I say the sensor is the must-have to get the perfect results. And the reason why is it measures the temperature internally and it tells you when your bread is cooked. I love it. It's amazing for cakes and meats and breads, all the things that you would want to take the guesswork out of getting end results. So you put your dough into your thermoserver if you have one, or cover it in a bowl with cling wrap, an oiled bowl, and then there we are. Look at that. It was a really warm afternoon. It rose really fast here in Queensland. Depending on where you live, that's how long it will take. Now, I wanted 9 bread rolls, larger size. I'm not really great at getting them perfect, but I don't really care. It all works out absolutely fine. So I just roughly section this into 9 pieces. And then once you've done that, you're going to roll them up. Just watch the way I do it. There are different methods which you totally can look up to do bread rolls, but the easiest way I can explain it would be to tuck it under and then using your hand like a claw, roll it onto your mat. The silicone bread mat is excellent for doing bread work, pastry work, all the things, because it keeps the mess off your bench as well. So holding your hand firmly, you just roll that round with a bit of pressure and then you get a lovely shaped bread roll. Once you've done all the dough, you're going to pop them into your tray with some space in between because they need to do a second rise. Okay, so here we are. Another way, just tucking it all in, rolling it on the mat, just like that. A little bit of pressure using the claw of your hand, okay? I've seen people who are really clever doing 2 at once. I'm happy just to stick 1 at a time. So fold it under, tuck it in. You don't have to be perfect here. You just want to get that nice sort of round shape. Sometimes use your hands onto the mat. So jumping ahead, we're going to end up with 9 bread rolls, okay? And again, you need to leave space when you put them onto your tray so that they can prove again and come together. So there we are. Last one being rolled. And then they're going to go onto that baking tray. I love our rose gold baking trays from the mix shop with these pre-cut liners. Such a fantastic thing. So on they go, again, making sure you're leaving space between. You'll see that I put them on and then I move them and leave quite a bit of space between, okay? Because they're going to prove, you'll see that process in a minute. We're going to put a tea towel over the top, cover them up and let them rest and double in size till they look like this, okay? And then your next step is to grab your water spray and give them a good spray of water on the top. Now, you can also just wet your hands and tap the bread rolls. I like to have a water spray. And then with your sensor, pop it into the middle of a bread roll like I'm doing there. And then the sensor Bluetooths to your Thermomix and also the Cooking Center app. So you put your holder onto the oven, it magnets on, and then it's going to set the timer for you. Now, when it first goes into the cold oven, as this bread recipe does, it'll give you some huge amount of time. As the sensor comes to temperature, the time will decrease. So here we are, perfectly cooked, beautiful bread rolls. Now, this probably cost me about $1 because I use my Costco flour. It's such a good price point. Costco baker's flour, 25 kilos, $21. You do the math. So we made burgers with this. A nice, simple, easy dinner. But the wonderful thing was this was all done in less than 2 hours and not much hands-on time. Yum.